Humans of the cardboard, welcome back to Just Nuts, guys. Today, we've actually got some pretty interesting news for Battle of Chaos. We got an actual introduction to the set via a video on the official Konami TCG YouTube by Jerome McHale. And he covered up some really interesting information. First, we see that we get a new sexy printing of Dark Magician. It's an ultra rare. It says 25th EN001. So and he didn't explain exactly how we're going to be able to get this, I don't think, but definitely something to keep in mind. It's a very cool collector's card. There's a really cool art for Dark Magician. I love how up close it is to his face. Kind of like one of those other earlier printings. Similarly, but yeah, moving down, this is probably the beginning of us getting reveals, or kind of next week I would expect us to get that YouTuber reveal thing where one YouTuber will take a new archetype, another YouTuber will take a second archetype, and then one of them will probably cover generic cards, and then they'll all do pack openings and whatnot just to cover most of the set and build hype that way. That's what they've been doing for 5 core sets in a row now. But not only that, but in this little video they actually revealed the new field spell for Libromancer. And this card is a fucking house, just like Geek Boy, man. This card is no joke. So this is first appearance, Libromancer first appearance. It's a field spell, of course. When this card is activated, you can add a Libromancer monster from your deck to your hand with a different name than the cards you control. So as long as you don't control it, search any Libromancer monster. So great, another archetype searching a field spell. Great. Secondly, during your main phase, you can ritual summon a Libromancer monster from your hand by tributing monsters from your hand or field whose total levels equal or exceed its level. Okay, so not only is this on activation a +1 for a monster, but it's also your ritual spell. This is what Konami has to do in order to make stuff like fusion decks and ritual decks able to work in the modern competitive scene, just because everything's so fast and you can't have to, we used to have to dump our whole hand to make a fusion or a ritual mostly, until we started coming up with things like this. This card is one of your materials for a ritual summon, so either the ritual monster or a material for it, like Geek Boy or something, and it's also your ritual spell. And also keep in mind here, your ritual, this is not once per turn on the ritual effect. So you could do multiple ritual summons in the same turn, provided you have everything to do it. Because it just says during the main phase you can do it, and the only once per turn kind of thing is that you can only activate the card once per turn. It doesn't say the effects of it. It just means once you activate the field spell, you can activate another copy of the field spell on top of it in the same turn. So this card's actually kind of crazy. Very curious to see what the rituals look like. I just want to see some decent payoff, some decent cards we can summon off of this deck. But yeah, really good. And also we saw Geek Boy. Let's go to Geek Boy real quick. Hold on. What's this? Libromancer Geek Boy, which is a hilarious name, by the way. Absolutely hilarious. So here's him. Here's him real quick. So he says you can reveal a ritual monster in your hand to special summon him from the hand. And if he is ever special summoned, you can add a Libromancer spell from your deck to your hand. So that's actually pretty good. If you can just, so theoretically, wow, that's actually really, okay. So theoretically, and here's another thing to also keep in mind that's a huge factor in this. This boy is a level 3 psychic, exactly. We just got emergency teleport on the ban list from 2 to 3. So now we have E-Telly at 3. Even just look at this little combo. If we go emergency teleport for Geek Boy, Geek Boy triggers on summon, because he's been special summoned, to add a Libromancer spell. I don't know, the new field spell that we just got. Your first appearance. Then you activate first appearance searching maybe a level 3 ritual. I don't know exactly what levels the rituals are going to end up being. I hope they're easy to summon and they're not just oh, level 6. So now you need Geek, just putting Geek Boy on the field doesn't even get you to a ritual. But if they have a level 3 one that's actually decent, then from there you just get to ritual it out immediately. So just E-Telly is already a 1-card ritual summon. It's pretty good. Also just an insane extender. And also if Geek Boy does this, I wouldn't be surprised if we'll have like other maybe main deck monsters that are hopefully level 3 or lower psychics that can also be tutored out by E-Telly, because then E-Telly just becomes like absolutely insane in the deck. But we'll see. So yeah, there you go. Like already looking at it, we've got 9 insane cards you can play in the deck for consistency, whether it's Geek Boy, although opening Geek Boy is only good if you can find a way to another ritual in hand to summon himself, but I feel like that would probably be pretty easy. 3 Telly, of course, and also your field spell. So technically 10, because you're probably gonna play Terraforming with a searching field spell, and the field spell's so good. But yeah, like really, really good start. I can't wait to see what kind of win conditions the deck gets, but also it's nice that, like, I believe the ritual. Okay, so unfortunately I couldn't remember, but the ritual spell does only ritual summon Libromancer ritual monsters, so you can't actually generically ritual any ritual off of this card. Definitely important to note, but we'll see. We just have to wait and see. It's a new archetype, so I'm assuming we'll get at least another 5 cards for the first wave, and just gonna have to see. So very cool. Let me know your thoughts down below. What are you thinking about Libromancers so far? And what do you want to see? I really just want to see some decent level 3 boss ritual monsters. That's it. All right, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you haven't yet and you want to stay up to date on all Yu-Gi-Oh! News and shenanigans. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.